Hey y'all, Jomashop is coming through with yet another amazing mega sale that's going to last for only 48 hours. This is on Parfums de Marly. As you know, that is an iconic brand at this point. Some of the fragrances from the house have gone sort of viral internationally. I have 6 in my collection that I'd love to share with you and some other recommendations. The sale is going to run from today, Friday, October 20th, through Sunday night, October 22nd, and ends at 11 p.m. Eastern. Now, sometimes some of the favorites sell out quickly. So if you've had your eye on some of these, this is not like a high sales pressure tactic. I'm just letting you know these sell out. So if you're interested, add them to cart early and check out and secure your favorites from the brand. So up to 45% off, 47% off of one of the more popular ones. I'll share with you the pricing and recommendations and encourage you to shop through my direct link below. It is an affiliate link, so if you choose to purchase from there, I do make a small commission off of that. So the link will be in the pinned comment and also in the description box. I'm a proud partner with Jomashop. I have, before I became a partner, I purchased many dozens of fragrances from the site and have saved a lot of money. They give some of the biggest discounts in the fragrance game, and I haven't had any problems shopping with them. So before I get into the recommendations, I do want to share this note about shopping on Jomashop because some folks complain about the shipping time. Here's the secret. When you add to cart, take a look at whether it says in the description that the fragrance is in stock, meaning Jomashop itself has it in one of their warehouses and can ship it out to you within a day or two. Or if it says this will take 1 to 2 weeks, sometimes more, to ship out, which means that they are working with one of their partners to get that fragrance to you, and it will take some time to get it through the distribution center and sent out to your home. If you know that and you understand that some fragrances may take a couple of weeks to get to you, no problem. Sometimes people don't look at that and don't realize that their fragrance is going to take a while to get to their home and they get frustrated with shipping times. So if it says it's in stock, it will get to you fairly quickly. And if it says it'll take a week or two, sometimes more, to ship out, you might be waiting for a little while. So that's the secret, but let's get into these awesome fragrances. So let's start out with all of the pink bottles from Parfums de Marly, maybe the most famous ones in female fragcom and the most iconic among them, perhaps as iconic or more, depending on what part of the world you're in, as Baccarat Rouge 540, right? Delina. I don't own Delina. It's a bit much for my taste, but a lot of folks really love that fragrance. And there are a lot of you that would like to get your hands on it, but the full price for 2.5 ounces at $355 is a bit much. And so it is on sale at Jomashop for $195. I'm just going to round up and 95 cents, right? So $196 just to round up, which I think for this kind of a fragrance is a really good price. I don't know that you'll find it at a better price elsewhere. Occasionally, these fragrances will all show up on other discount sites, and then if they run out of stock, you're kind of out of luck. So the same is true here. This is a really good price. If you're interested, check out Delina. I personally prefer the older sister of Delina, Delina Exclusive, which looks, everybody knows, like this. In fact, all of the pink bottles have the same shape. All of the women's bottles have the same shape, the same kind of top with a little gemstone on them, and are really girly and cute. I love the trim on them. Anyway, we're not here for all of that. This is, in my opinion, a sexier, more grown up, very vanillic, soft, rosy, ambery, sometimes fruity, depending on the weather, how it plays on your skin, fragrance. Beautiful rose note. I'm not a big rose lover. For me to really love this, and I also love atomic rose and fragrances like that that are on the sexier side. This is fantastic. So this is long lasting, very appealing. My husband loves this. When I smell this on other people, I enjoy it on them as well. Like sometimes I've smelled it on people in meetings and other occasions, and I always think they just smell fantastic. So Delina Exclusive, this is a 2.5 ounce bottle, is at $199.95. So $200. 47% off. It's important to note that this bottle right now retails for a whopping $375. Ouch, that is expensive. So if you're interested, now is the time to hop on this. This is probably one of the best rose-centric fragrances in my collection, and I love the way that it's balanced out by the vanilla. And then the younger, flirtier, cherub-like sister of the Delina trio is Delina La Rosée. Gorgeous. I resisted purchasing this because I thought I'm not going for the Delina hype, but then I tried it and really fell in love with the fragrance. When I tell you, so first of all, you have to really like a rose peony combination. And so as someone that isn't a sort of pure rose lover, I love when it is combined with peony in fragrances, and those are the prominent notes, which is the case here. The combination, I think, is just one of the most elegant, floral, crisp, clean types of combinations. So rose and peony and aquatic notes. There's a watery nature to this fragrance that's very playful and very light. Fantastic for those of you that are in all year warm, hot climates. If you live in Florida, if you live in Texas, y'all are burning up in Texas, by the way, or have been burning up. Hopefully you have some relief by now. If you're anywhere near the equator where you have warm all year round, what a beautiful signature scent this would be. It has some fruity nuances as well. So florals, that aquatic sense to it, the fruity touches make this a very happy, crisp, clean, crowd-pleasing fragrance. When I wear this, I do get compliments from the folks in my house because I don't go outside a whole lot, y'all. So I really rely on my family to give me feedback on fragrances. And this is widely adored in this house, a crowd-pleasing one here in these walls. So this one normally retails for $335 and it's on sale for about $185, 45% off, which I think is a fantastic price for this fragrance. For me, this lasts moderately. Others feel like it's fleeting on them. So keep that in mind. I get decent performance out of it and I enjoy it for that. But if you're someone that needs for your fragrances to last forever, for you to feel justified paying a certain price, maybe this one isn't the best option for you. Maybe Delina Exclusive might be a better choice, but I'm happy with the performance on this. So highly recommend this one and Delina Exclusive. And so if the Delina trio of fragrances are a group of sisters living on the Upper East Side, here you have maybe the country version of the sweet girl next door homecoming queen in Oriana. Again, another beautiful bottle. This is a little bit deeper pink than I thought it was based on advertisements and when I saw it in folks' videos. So just keep that in mind. I thought it was maybe a little bit more hot pink. It's actually like a deeper, darker, deep pink color with some purple tones in it. If you care about that sort of thing, I do when I'm paying these sort of prices for bottles. I really want to enjoy the bottle. So this one retails for $355 and is on sale on Jomashop this weekend for $196. The fragrance is sometimes compared to Love Don't Be Shy, probably because it has a whipped cream and marshmallow texture to it. Very light, fluffy fragrance. Love Don't Be Shy is a lot sort of lighter in texture. This is maybe more similar to Love Don't Be Shy Extreme in terms of the thickness, the texture of the fragrance, even though it is still light as a marshmallow and whipped cream fragrance, if you will. It does have some fruity nuances. It also has a little bit of citrus and some musk, especially as it dries down. The musk becomes a more key player alongside those fluffy cloud-like fragrances. This is a very highly feminine fragrance to me. I think it is a very pretty fragrance. I think it's an easy wear. Again, like with La Rosée, some people complain that this doesn't last long on them. I get moderate longevity out of this as well, somewhere in the 4 to 6 hour range before it gets really, really close to the skin. And you kind of have to get in close to be able to sniff it. But I think this is the fragrance that you would pull for when you want to feel very, very girly. Actually, all of the Delinas are very girly. This one in particular has something homey and comforting about it, whereas Delina Exclusive is more grown and sexy, and Delina La Rosée is more playful sexy. A fragrance that I'm interested in picking up and maybe purchased by the time this video airs is Safanad. It's one that I have sampled and really enjoyed. I think of Safanad as more of an intimate date night fragrance, or when you want to feel very grown up. It has a mature orange blossom smell to it with vanilla and some fruity nuances, also ylang-ylang in the fragrance. So for those of you that prefer a more youthful smelling fragrance, Safanad may be a pass for you. I do think, as I said, it's more on the mature side. It is a very sultry, warm hug at an intimate dinner type of fragrance, in my opinion. I would like to check it out. And Safanad is going for $196 this weekend. All right, let's go over to the male side of the Parfums de Marly lineup. And ladies, don't sleep on the men's fragrances from Parfums de Marly. They are fantastic, a lot of them. Some of them are a little too masculine for my taste, but they're still wonderful. And I'll tell you about a couple that I think might smell great on your guy. And maybe if you like masculine leaning fragrances, you'd be interested in these as well. But there are several from the house that I think are fantastic unisex fragrances, or fragrances that actually would be very appealing to ladies because there are some feminine aspects of them. And so, unfortunately, Altair is not in the lineup. It's not even on Jomashop yet. I'm very interested in that fragrance if it goes on some of these sale prices. I tested it. I found it to be a nice, warm vanilla fragrance that I didn't feel compelled to pay full price for, but I do like the bottle and would like to check it out on sale. Anyway, about this sale, I suggest checking out Herod if you have not had a chance to. It is, for me, a fairly safe blind buy for those of you that know you like tobacco, you know you like vanilla, and you know you like cinnamon. Those are, for me, the prominent notes in the fragrance. It is a beautiful, warm, lovely unisex fragrance with some round, very feminine touches, in my opinion. This is my scent of the day, and I could douse myself in this stuff. It smells really, really good. Beautiful fall winter scent. Spicy, warm, seductive, comforting. If you like the smell of like distant tobacco pipe, it doesn't have smokiness to it for me. I don't remember if there's supposed to be a smoke or an incense type of note in the fragrance. If so, I don't pick that up at all. For me, I get like a very distant, warm, sweet tobacco smell, beautiful, deep, really comforting vanilla, and a lovely cinnamon and perhaps some other spices. I believe there's pepper in the fragrance. I can't say that I pick up a lot of pepper, but I can say that it's one that's very easy to overspray because it is really good. So the full 4.2 ounce bottle is $193. Let me tell you, 4.2 ounces is a lot of fragrance, and that is well worth it to me for this. In fact, that might be one of the biggest bargains of the bunch here. So perhaps my very, very favorite fragrance from the house, and my top recommendation for this sale, because this is also a huge bargain at 4.2 ounces. This is Eau Jean. It retails for $350 and it's on sale for $193. My friends, if you like warm, spicy fragrances that are quintessential fall, it's hard to get much better than Eau Jean. If you enjoy fragrances like Angel Share, Cult at Night, Honey Oud from Montal, if you like Ambre d'Alexandrie from Boucheron, that whole Boucheron, that whole genre of fragrances. There you go. This smells to me like freshly baked apples out of the oven. I mean, that they've cooked down. The apples are almost mushy. They're so cooked down. They're sprinkled with a little cinnamon. They're sprinkled with vanilla extract or have it in the mixture. There's some honey drizzled over it. There's resinous touches to this that I think take it out of just sheer apple pie, gourmand, edible territory and into beautiful fragrance, near masterpiece status. This is just one of the most amazing fragrances to me. You do have to love that sort of angel share type of profile to enjoy this. If that fragrance doesn't appeal to you, this won't either, but it is for me, and I feel like this is fantastic. The main difference between this and Herod is that Herod has that noticeable tobacco note, and I think it's heavier on the vanilla for me, whereas here there's something sort of sticky, ooey gooey, like syrup-like, probably from the resinous touches in the fragrance, as well as the cinnamon, which is a little bit more noticeable in here, I think, and blended with whatever is giving it that sort of apple type of smell, baked apple smell, versus Herod, where it's more like a pure sprinkled cinnamon type of smell. So there you go, but this is by far my favorite from the house so far. So in the last Jomashop Parfums de Marly sale that they ran, that was also 45% off, I picked up the gorgeous Pegasus. Again, this is 4.2 ounces for $193, worth every penny if you ask me. This is such a lovely combination of almond and vanilla, a little bit of woodiness from sandalwood, and some touches of powder from heliotrope, and I forget one other note in there that can come across powdery. It does have a little bit of a masculine touch from some aromatic notes, so if you're someone that is bothered by aromatic touches, maybe this isn't for you. It does have the gourmand aspects, if you will, of the nuttiness from the almond and the vanilla. I find this to be comforting, lovely sweater weather type of fragrance. This is like a cashmere sweater wrapped around you with, like I said, an ever so slightly masculine touch, but I think it's a pretty unisex fragrance. I love the lightness of this, and yet there's like this almost subtly chewy texture. The fragrance does have some heft from amber, but the big players are almond, vanilla, a little bit of powderiness, like I said, and the sandalwood. It's just lovely. Not for everyone. This is one that I don't think is as safe as perhaps Eau Jean for the ladies because of that little bit of aromatic touch, but still quite a beauty. I don't have this next fragrance, but I had a dupe of it and I have smelled it before, and I'm thinking about picking it up in this sale. It is Layton. Now, Layton has the similar price structure as the others. The 2.5 is going to be $138, 2.5 ounces. And then the 4.2 ounce fragrance is going to be $193. This is another one of those sort of iconic Parfums de Marly fragrances, except on the male side, apple vanilla combo. It has some spiciness, some woodiness. There's also like a fresh undertone to it. I fell in love with this fragrance when I sampled it a few years ago. I ended up, like I said, purchasing a dupe and enjoying that. My husband didn't love this as much. He thought it smelled a little bit funky, which I thought was funny. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was quite nice. So I may be picking up a bottle of this. The last fragrance that I'll mention that I think is wonderful for the gentlemen, especially, and those ladies that enjoy masculine scents. This is called Greenlee. It's 4.2 ounces for $182. Normally retails for $330. This is another sort of, for me, more of a classic men's fragrance, but it has a really bright apple note that I think people enjoy. Some aromatic aspects. It's on the citrusy side. It's bright and it's like fresh. It's one of the favorite fresh fragrances, I think, from the Parfums de Marly line. I like the bottle on it. I don't personally like it for myself, and I don't know that my husband would enjoy this type of fragrance, but I do think that it's lovely and would advise checking that out. Okay, so I haven't mentioned Cassili, Meliora, Athalia, Darcy, which are all also really great smelling fragrances from the ladies' side of Parfums de Marly. I don't have those. I'm not sure if I'm quite interested in them yet. I was eyeballing Athalia, but I may pass. I think I may just go for Safanad this time around and think about those others at another time. And then on the gentleman's side, there are another few that I haven't mentioned that I think are really popular. Godolphin, is that how you say that? And maybe a few others. If there are gentlemen that are watching or ladies that love these fragrances, please let us know in the comments. Share all your thoughts. Let us know what you're picking up in the sale. And friends, don't forget to go get your cart at Jomashop. Some of these will run out. Add to cart, and then when you go to checkout, put in the code PDM45 for 45% off. And feel free to use my code below. Remember, it's an affiliate link, and I appreciate you shopping through there. Take care. Have a good one.